Now, I know I'm a female and I'm talking about female kind of soft things, but that's what leadership needs. Do you know hormones rule the body? We're talking about the new science of leadership, science of biology, and hormones rule our bodies. If you are stressed, pressured, angry, frustrated, all the things people feel in organisations, it changes the hormones, which changes your performance. If you feel happy, confident, secure and safe, you have completely different hormones racing around your body, also affecting your performance. Now, you know, IBM, when he turned, when Lou Gerstner turned IBM around, his quote was, "Facts and figures do not change people's behaviour. Feelings change people's behaviour." He didn't say that last bit. He said facts and figures don't change people's behaviour. And then he goes on to say that he went through and he connected with every single person in IBM and helped inspire them with a vision of what they could be. He helped to remind them who IBM was. Well, what did he do? He touched their hearts. He made them feel secure and confident again. So we don't ever talk about feelings in leadership, but it's at the basis of everything. See, a leader's job is to change people's behaviour. And they do that in a heartbeat by changing the way they feel about themselves. How do people feel about themselves around you and under your leadership? This is a really key thing. See, if you think about it, think of your best boss. Who was the best boss you ever had? You may have to think a long time ago. But what was it about that boss that made them so special? It was they believed in you. They cared about you. They made you feel good about yourself, and they gave you confidence in yourself because they believed in you. These are very strong, powerful, but soft skills at the same time. That's why it's the new science. And so I'm just going to jot down a few things, and I want you to work out how people feel about. One, you, the CEO, if that's what you are, or if you're their boss. And if you're their boss, how do they feel about you and the CEO? The trouble is you have to find out honestly. You can't guess because it's going to be your perceptions over theirs. You really have to ask them, and ask them in a safe environment. Safety is almost everything in a workplace. So we haven't got time in this short clip to expand it too much, but I want you to think about how safe and secure your people are. And those who go, what about urgency? What about a sense of urgency? Well, yes, you have to create urgency, but you can create urgency in a safe environment where people feel it's fair. And you know, what's trust? It's a feeling. Integrity, that would be a feeling. You know, creativity is an action. Excuse me, it's an action, but it's based on how you feel. Who can be creative when they're stressed out of their brain and full of fear and terrified? So, how do they feel about their job? Are they inspired? Do you make them feel inspired? Do they have some sort of sense of purpose or meaning in what they do, which is critical for Gen X, Gen Y, and everybody else? So what do they believe about the job? What do they think about the company and the values of the company? Are they proud to work for the company? Do they tell people with great glee that they work with your company? How do they feel about customers? And you know, think about it. When we sell, do we ever buy anything from somebody we don't like or we don't trust? Oh, look, don't like and don't trust, they would be feelings. So, of course, if we're going to do business with somebody, if we're going to buy from somebody, we have to feel good about them. We have to feel we trust them. We have to feel they have integrity. We have to feel that they care for us in some way. It is so important. We haven't got much time, but I want you to start this as an acorn and blossom it and start to look at feelings in your environment and how people feel around you and how you make people feel, how you feel about yourself. That would be the other thing, which we'll come to soon. So, customers, colleagues. What do they feel about their colleagues? Because if you want to have a strong team, you have to have people who feel like they're connected with everybody else. So these are just like a tiny fraction of what you need to consider in terms of feelings. And hopefully through this you'll see how much feelings underpin absolutely every single aspect of the workplace and are critical in leadership. So my last little challenge to you is, seriously, honestly, sit down and work out how you believe people around you feel and the feeling that's in your organisation. Optimism, pessimism, you know, enthusiasm, inspiration. And then go and ask someone who'll tell you the truth. Because if you don't do that, then you're just going by what you believe.